Wowzers. All right. I can't believe it took me this many weeks to do this for the first time. But I just had an entire practice session. It was coming up on an hour, and I didn't record a single goddamn second of it. I guess that's enough hemming and hawing. I should just bite the bullet and get on with it. Hi there, SixofQueens here, and learning still sucks. Last week, I ended working on the piece Minuet in G, which was proving to be kind of troublesome since I had the two thumbs crossing over in this new finger position, and it's kind of throwing me off as to using what finger to hit what key and when, even though my right hand is still in the same position that it was in the C5 finger position, so you'd think that I would have less trouble hitting the correct notes on that hand, but as I take the thumb out, it's like I'm transferring one ahead on the other fingers. It's weird, kind of hard to explain. That's part of the reason for the somewhat late start this week, getting started Wednesday rather than on Monday, because I was kind of not looking forward to coming back to playing this, because it was a really long session last time, and it was a really difficult piece. It's a very iconic piece. It's one that you probably recognize hearing it, at least these first few bars of it. I don't know if it goes on longer than this. I feel like it does, and it probably is way more complex after that. But right now I'm just at the stage where I'm learning this part of it. So I guess that's enough hemming and hawing. I should just bite the bullet and get on with it. Plus, it's asking me to play it in a really slow tempo, like 72 BPM. So that might actually throw me more than anything else, try to play it that slowly, because the quarter notes are going to feel like half notes just by how long they're being held. But we'll see. But before I get to that, as always, it's warm-up time. All right, enough faffing about. What's this at? Yeah, that's slow, all right. Now. Okay. Kind of lost track for a minute there. I'm not sure that I always played the whole thing through all those times, since it has a first ending and a second ending, and sometimes I was concentrating so much on hitting the right keys that I couldn't remember if I'd already done the first ending or the second ending, especially since the goal was to play it through 3 times in a row with almost no mistakes, no major mistakes. And that includes using the right fingers to hit the right keys. So if I didn't use the correct thumb, I counted that as having played it wrong. So also focusing on using the correct fingers to hit the correct keys. After all of that, there's a review section. So I'm going to go ahead and do this review, and I'm going to call that good for today. I'm going to need a pencil. Well, what do you know? Hey, you know the drill by this point. CG Wowzers. All right. I can't believe it took me this many weeks to do this for the first time, but I just had an entire practice session, a rather long one too. It was coming up on an hour, working on a fairly difficult piece called Early Morning Stroll, which introduces the concept of the octave sign, where you will play the series of notes up an octave or down an octave, depending on where they write it on the music staff relative to the notes. And I didn't record a single goddamn second of it. And and it's too late in the day. I'm not going to go back. I'm not going to re-record it. It's just lost. I mean, it's not really lost. I still had the practice time. I still worked on this piece. I still was working on getting used to jumping back and forth between the notes and everything like that. So it's not lost time. It's just lost footage that I won't get to share with you guys and keep for myself to remember. So that'll probably be it for the week. And looking at what is left, I might be able to get to the end of this by end of next week, but it would have to be a pretty damn awesome week. But I'll get a good way through, and I don't think it'll be another 2 weeks. And then, so I can pass through the chapter, and then on to chapter 5. So the road ahead is laid out before me. I just need to get in here and do it. I need to remember to record the fucking thing. Hopefully this is the kind of thing I only forget to do once. If you'd like to see what it took for me to get to this point, then you can either click up here or the link in the description below to catch the entire series from the very beginning. And if you want to find out where I go from here, then don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you know when I upload next. So far, I've practiced hours over weeks. And you'll just have to trust me on that one this time. Let's see what, if anything, I learn next time.